You know, this is something that Swanson does that even though he was getting the play, he knew that he needed to slow down, you know, pull the team back, settle for the last play.
Of course, if you're just joining us, we had most of the first quarter, didn't quite get the button pressed. A lot going on tonight. 3 different events going on, a lot of commotion. Swanson goes through, blocked by Nance. What a play by him, trailing from behind.
Right there, that just shows that athleticism.
Missed 2 on Swanson. He shows a shot attempt. There you go. Large.
Oh, good fake handoff.
Oh, goes up with it, gets it to drop in. Good play by Colton Large, and that does it for the first quarter. Triton leads 13-10. I'd say go to break, but we'll just keep it here. Of course, during the halftime of the JV or the varsity here tonight, you're going to have some Triton youngsters out playing. Tonight, I believe it's student appreciation. I believe all the students' tickets were paid for here tonight, and giving them a chance to be able to come to the game for free and cheer on their varsity and JV boys basketball teams.
Love seeing the school do something for the students, get them here, you know, give them a little taste. Of course, you weren't here, but we used to sell this place out all the time. Oh. We used to have the student section all the way to the back, and my wife and I were talking about it. And they used to be, like, so on point. They used to be, like, warm up the bus, all the old ones.
Hey, you know,
I'm sure Warsaw had a few.
We were. I'll tell you, we had several good ones.
Were you guys a rowdy bunch?
I can never remember a time where the pep block was ever empty.
Wait, what'd you guys call it?
Oh, your cheer block, pep block, whatever you want to call it.
Oh, I thought you guys had, like, an actual.
We had a cheer block. There was the stands on the bottom. It's kind of where they put everybody, and it was standing room only. Nobody sat down.
Oh.
I stood in it one time. The rest of the time I was up in the press box.
I remember, and you were here when we had the old wooden.
Oh, yeah.
They used to pound on those. Those things were loud.
Oh, yeah.
That was always, as a free throw shooter late in the game, that was always so much stress just put on you for no reason.
Well, hey, it's there for a reason. It provides the atmosphere, Q.
Hey, I wouldn't trade it for the world. Some of those experiences you'll never be able to get anywhere else besides Indiana high school basketball.
Let me tell you, that Warsaw Penn game I called my senior year, that place was rocking.
Well, Trojans decided to settle into the zone.
Howard misses the 2. Nance with the rebound. Goes to Alexander. Thought about the 3.
Really going to have to close out on these John Glenn shooters. Give them any kind of room, and they've already shown that they can shoot the deep shot.
And they move the ball well.
They are moving it very well. Arnett's just got those really long arms. Trojans got to be smart when they're reaching in, closing out.
Tipped by Hensley, and Nance fights for it and finds a way to tip it to Howard. So the Falcons hang on to it. High pass corralled by Howard. 3-pointer for Nance. Off the mark, Messer with the rebound, put back, no good. Rebound, Brady Wood. Wood up the floor to Hensley.
Gonna push the pace.
In the corner.
Back doors.
Swanson drives with the floater. Hits the front of the rim, no good. Nance with the rebound. Howard outside. Goes to Rust in the corner. Now back to Alexander.
John Glenn doing a really good job of getting that ball low when they're in the corner. And that, Trojans are in a 1-3-1. That is so hard to do.
Oh, Rust goes.
Charge.
And Brady Wood draws the charge and the turnover on the Falcons. On the offensive foul.
If that's on Rust, that'll be number 2 for him.
Foul, Falcons, number 32.
Swanson now on the outside. He'll bring it up the floor. Leaves it for Arnett. Goes to Hensley. Both teams passing the ball well and just moving the floor off ball. This has been a good JV contest. As Swanson for 3 straight away. Off the iron, no good. Rebound there goes to Messer.
Both teams are making these defenses work for every single shot.
And you're seeing the hustle for those defensive boards too. There's no clean rebounds here tonight.
No, everybody's trying to get in. There's no shooting and running back. It's shooting and you're following your shot and crashing the boards.
You know, in Triton with that bye, John Glenn still, I believe, has to face Argus. So, on Saturday, for these, if they were to meet, I think that's how that works. But I'll have to ask Orion. But I'm pretty sure Triton has the bye because they're not playing in Bye County. These two teams could meet in the semifinals.
They could. Little in season. Oh.
Good job by Nance not to give up on the play and try to give Russ a chance to get to the basketball. Long possession. Falcons now going to try to attack this inside the lane.
Good dump off. Good job by both teams.
Neither side
Falcons
really
recognizing that there was a little bit of panic and getting the ball out, slowing it up, and Trojans doing a great job of finding the man.
And John Glenn turns it over. Swanson top of the key. He drives, feeds it down to Colton Large, blocked and a foul call. Foul there is going to be on James Messer. And Colton Large to the line for 2 attempts. Here I am watching Caden like a hawk, make sure he's doing this right. I just trust you, I guess. Colton Large connects on the first. Checking in now will be number 2. Is Grant Romer. And also checking in number 10 is Cody Nyman. Coda Nyman, excuse me.
Gotta shift through all those notes.
There's a lot going through here. Large off the mark on the second. Nyman with the rebound, and back go the Falcons. Levi McFarland back in the game. Rust with it. No, he'll find a good recognition. The pressure released. Nance with the putback, no good. Colton Large with the rebound. Wood up the floor. Drives, pretty move. Brady Wood can't get down to drop in, and Nance with the rebound. Still a 2-possession game, but Blaze Hensley with the steal. 1-on-2 fast, or 2-on-1 fast break. Swanson high off the window and good. He went to the second story to bank that one in.
He did. Almost put it off the shot glass, the shot clock.
Is that legal? You can't hit the shot clock, can you?
I actually don't know if you can.
I
don't think you can. I mean, it's at the top of. I'm gonna say no because it's at the top of the backboard.
No, that's kind of what I thought. I would say no.
It'd be interesting to see somebody bank it in off of that.
Put that on Jeopardy. That way we can get that answer right. I'm sure the.
There you go.
See,
we would win $1 million.
I
We
don't know about.
only walk away with like $100. Not really. But
no.
That's not how taxes work.
The sports trivia might have a shot. Messer drives after the loose ball went out of bounds on Triton.
Oh, good closeout right there by Levi McFarland.
Who gets the steal? Swanson up the floor.
No numbers. Good recognition right there by Swanson.
He is such a terrific ball handler. Look at the vision. Assisted to Levi McFarland, who's back on the board.
That's something you don't see a freshman make. That pass is one of those that.
And Brady Wood tries to knock it away. It'll stay here. But that backhanded pass, I mean, he had to make a decision quick, and he had to thread the needle. Max Johnson back in the ball game on behalf of Colton Large, and Howard will check in for Nyman.
He gives me a little like Jason Williams kind of.
Oh,
vibes.
It's pretty close.
He's got the flow and the swagger.
He's got that Jason Kidd.
He does have that
ability to score.
He does. The Steve Nash.
He just put them all together. That's Jameson Swanson.
That's him.
Howard goes in the corner.
Trojans still are in that zone defense. That's a big matchup down there in the low block.
Howard thought about the straightaway three, dribble, penetrate, and they're going to get a foul call on Triton. And Triton going to make their point known there on the floor, but
they're going to say the foul was on the floor, not at the. Yeah, they said that was on Brady when he drove by him.
Oh, there you go. Say, because Hensley looked like from this angle he had all ball, but like you said, that little tie beforehand where warranted the foul.
That's what they were calling right there.
Nance will trigger the inbound for the Falcons. Glenn needing a basket here to get back on track. Here comes the pressure.
It's going to be a foul on the ground.
I say before the shot, I think we're going to call it on Swanson. I'm not sure yet.
They're
going to go offensive foul.
Charge?
Oh.
That says something. Falcons even thought it was a charge.
Well, and you could go either way there.
Could go anywhere.
Because, like I said, Swanson really wasn't in, like his stance wasn't there. He really didn't really draw that charge. But, like I said, if you want to argue with it, the shoulder was dropped just a little bit where you could make that argument.
You're going to take the charge, you got to sell it.
Yeah, sell it. If anybody knows, it's the man to my right. Pretty sure there's a record for it. He owns it. McFarland fighting through. Triton comes away with the turnover. Swanson feeding it down to Johnson. Elevates, goes up. Bank is closed. Levi McFarland tries to tip away in a foul call on the rebound. So the Falcons get the rebound, but there's going to be a foul call on the Trojans.
That'll be number 2 on Levi.
So foul will be on McFarland. That'll be the team's third.
Then we're going to get a quick timeout.
We're going to take a full timeout.
Full timeout.
So you're just jumping the gun over there. That'll be their second timeout. They'll have 3 timeouts remaining. Of course, Caleb Ochin, his first season, you know, he's having a lot of fun with this group. I hope we get an interview with him soon. He is just, like I said, as a first-year head coach, I mean, kind of coming in here with, I mean, he's not a first-year head coach. I mean, obviously he had some coaching in his coaching career, but coming in with this Triton group, a young group, and, you know, a group where after halftime for the second quarter, you don't have Brady Wood for that second half or the first quarter, but running with 6 guys and the way they play, the style they play, it's impressive.
It's a fun team, definitely to watch, and I can only imagine what it's like coaching. And we've talked to a few of the players, and they said that the practices get a little heated, and I'm sure these
little tense.
These JV boys and the varsity boys, they don't like to lose. They love to compete, and the JV team, they can run with the varsity guys. You know, it's just that experience that they miss. So as a JV coach, it's got to be cool being able to. You only have 6 guys. You don't really have to rely on just one person to go out there and get you some buckets. You have a whole roster of people that you can put in. They'll all do what you want.
So Glenn looking for their first shot attempt to come back down here. Kind of held in there tight, but couldn't quite. Well, Trent going on a little bit of a run here. You know, shooting 4 of 12 from the field.
But we've seen John Glenn get right back into it after a timeout, so
they can go on a run.
They can. Great job being patient and bringing that ball up. Good vision right there.
And that's exactly what
Just
you need right out of the timeout.
Breakdown.
Nance gets that one off the assist. Swanson uses the screen. He'll drive the middle of the lane, goes in the corner to Jaden Arnett. Arnett drives the baseline
Good
outside.
pass.
Hensley for 3. Can't drop it in. Rust with the rebound. Howard calling out the play, uses the screen from Messer to his left side, hands it off to Alexander. Now goes to Nance. Down to Rust underneath, trying to clear some space, fighting through. Jump ball's the call, and Triton takes over.
Man, sometimes I wish we would adopt the NBA rule and just like jump ball right there in the middle of the paint. That'd be so cool, especially with those small athletic guards, showing the big guys how.
Hey, I watched Muggsy Bogues jump ball against one of the big centers. I believe it was for the. I don't remember if it was the.
It was the All-Star game.
It was exactly. That's what
I watched that, and he got it.
He got it.
Yeah.
Brady Wood off the back iron, no good. Rust gets the long rebound.
Oh, good hand right there by Swanson.
Back go the Trojans. Swanson, cruise control, up and in. He gets another basket. Inside a minute to go here before halftime. Triton with the lead by 8. Their largest lead is up to 9. Howard picked up his dribble now, goes to Messer, top of the key. In the corner to Alexander. Oh, and Howard can't get a piece of it, and that'll be a turnover on the Falcons. If you're Glenn, just settle back down.
Yep.
You know, you're capable of going on a run against this Triton team. Settle down, run your offense, go out and play defense, continue to be athletic and physical. Because, like I said, there's a lot of promise here. Go ahead and continue to battle.
Yeah, go back to what you were doing. That dribble and kick that they had, the penetration, that was beautiful, and they were getting shots to fall. So now it's just you got to resort back to that when you coming into the second half.
You know, and Triton, I mean, playing really well as well.
Good
Right
hand
there. Messer gets the tip to Nance.
Quarter's not over. You still got 5 seconds left.
Nance realizes, goes to Alexander. 2 seconds on the clock. Up to force one up, blocked by Hensley, and a foul call. So Hensley going to get picked up the foul. So he'll be, you say a 3? Oh, he was inside the 3-point line.
Elbow.
I was at the elbow.
Oh, no. He's saying on 3.
On 3.
Okay, I thought he was saying it's a 3-point shot. I think he's trying to get some clarification.
Okay, there we go. It's a 2-point basket. Okay.
Everybody was a little.
I was pretty sure that was on the elbow.
Wait. It's just continuation. That's all it was.
So Alexander misses the first free throw with 0.3 of a second to go here before halftime. And that one drops them on the bottom of the basket. 7-point lead for the Trojans, and Oh, Swanson
Oh,
almost
my
hit that one.
goodness.
Woo, that was on a frozen rope. Click your send to be mix and push it over. Ryan's going to have to check it down there. I can't help you there. I can't see what screen he's got up, so. Nope, that's not right. No. Now it is. You're good. Yes, you're good. Just don't click it. It's fine. We'll take a break. Be back after halftime right here on the Triton Trojan Sports Network. So Colton Large is ready to tip off against Rust, and the Falcons will tip it to Lee Leaves. In the corner, Colton Large, big man, tries a three. Count it. The assist to Swanson. Nance in the low block. Up fake goes up. Bank is open, and John Glenn's on the board as Nance connects on that. Inside to Colton Large, big man again, goes up. Bank's open, and one opportunity. And Lane feeds it to Johnson. Bank is open again. Another Triton assist leading to a basket. That's all he's done the last few days. McFarland will try that one. It'll connect, and the three-pointer's good. Howard leads it down. Good find, and Nance. Banks open. Very good inside.
Blaze almost gets it.
Gavin Myers connects for three.
But this year it looks like Triton and John Glenn both match up pretty well.
Myers connects off the – Swanson goes through, blocked by Nance. What a play by him. Large.
Oh, good fake handoff.
Oh, goes up with it.
Oh,
gets it to drop in.
That is so hard to do.
Oh, Russ goes.
Charge.
And Brady Wood draws the charge. A 1-on-2 fast – or 2-on-1 fast break. Swanson high off the window. It's a terrific ball handler. Look at the vision. Assisted to.
Great job being patient and bringing that ball up. Good vision right there.
And that's exactly what you for the Trojans. Swanson cruise control up and in. He gets another basket inside of.
Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Some see a student athlete working on his shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903. Some see a student athlete working on his shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903. Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
All right, second half. We had to get some stats issues kind of worked out. Triton leads 20-13. New to Caden. It's a little bit fast-paced. That's why I had him practice. But ask for help when we need it. Look, you're unmuted. All I got to do is ask for help. Because guess what? I screw everything up all the time anyway, so it's all right. All right, so we'll have after-game stats, potentially accurate. Try doing that when you're calling a game. There you go. See, there's a smile. Howard now will start with the basketball. The Falcons will work now right to left.
Oh, Trojans they want to pick up the pressure right away. They want to set the tone.
And that's what you kind of got to do. I mean, if you're Glenn, you need to come out, go on a run. You need to establish yourself offensively.
Both teams need to come out, and they need to set the tone offensively and defensively. Got a hard screen at the top of the key.
And a three-pointer connects for Gavin Myers, who now has 9 points on the game.
He is leading I believe he is leading all scorers.
Yes, he is. Oh, no, he's tied with the game high with Colton Large with 9. Large
you're
goes
right.
outside to Swanson. Pull-up jumper from the elbow. Can't connect, and rebound goes to Nance. There you go. Howard now. Works away from the screen set by Messer. Goes to Myers. Down to Nance. Knocked away, ripped away from Levi McFarland. Here comes Nance. Got to get her head on the swivel. Puts on her brakes. Back go the Trojans. Large slipping, falls down, goes to McFarland, who can't hit. And the Falcons get the rebound. Howard goes to Myers again. He's on fire to start the second half. 6-0 run, 2 3-pointers by Myers, makes it a 1-point game.
All of his points have came from deep. Trojans really gotta throw that hand up when he gets the ball.
Hensley again for the corner three. Triton cannot connect, and rebound tip to Messer, and back go the Falcons.
This is how you wanted to start if you're the Falcons.
Establish yourself offensively, go on a run.
Slow it up on offense and get the wide open shot.
McFarland going to pick up the foul.
That'll be his third.
And Arnett will check in for Blaze Hensley. Some pleasantries exchanged after that foul call. A lot of competitors out there on the floor here this evening.
No one wants to lose.
Good screen set by Messer. Pick and roll not there. Goes to Nance in the left wing. Nance on the elbow. Stops in the sideline. Goes to Messer. Messer goes out to Myers. Now goes to Howard. Picks up his dribble. Right now starting to really kind of keep an eye on Myers. Nance, he hasn't hit one yet. Can't get that one to drop in. And the rebound fought for. Triton wanting a travel call, but the Falcons hang on to it off the rebound. Myers again, and the Falcons take the lead.
Great hustle on one end. Oh,
Max Johnson can't answer back. Too strong off the window. Falcons with a 2-point lead. And Howard going to get called for a double dribble. Kind of spun and then used that other hand. Lost the dribble he had established. Now Blaze Hensley going to check in, but for the Falcons coming out, a 9-0 run.
Trojans they gotta slow it up offensively. Got to get the easy buckets. You got to move the ball around. There's just been too many possessions where it's one pass and the shot, and it works when you're hitting, but when you're having a hard time, it makes it difficult.
Swanson for three, can't stop the run. Nance with another rebound for the Falcons. Out rebounding Triton, 19-7 on the boards. You just need to get your offense in rhythm, and Howard right to the basket, partially blocked by Colton Large.
This is where you could do it.
Now try and slow it down, run your offense, try to get some rhythm established.
Yep, penetrate, kick, swing the ball around, get the defense moving.
Hensley pull up mid-range jumper, can't connect. Max Johnson boxes out and gets the rebound, goes back up and draws the foul.
The block was clean, but he had used his body, so.
And that's where we're going to call that foul.
Max is going to go to the line.
Fouls on number 30, James Messer.
Number 30. 2 shots.
So Johnson goes to the line for 2.
That'll be Messer's second.
And the boys varsity team making their way to the locker room. Johnson tickles the twine on the first. This is Triton's second trip to the, well, I guess no, it'll be third trip to the free throw line. Yep. Shooting 3 of 4. Take that, 4 of 5.
Max stops the bleeding.
Ties it at 22. But you got to continue to play. No field goals thus far here in this third quarter. Still got to let that defense feed the offensive side and get that rhythm back if you're the Trojans. Falcons, everything's going your way. Nance finds Howard streaking to the basket. Up and in off the assist to Nance. So Howard connects on that one. Arnett, he'll try a 3 to cut it. Cannot do so. Tipped around, and a foul call, I believe, is going to be called on Triton on Max Johnson. And it is. Triton's second team foul. Still looking for that first field goal to drop here in the second half. Jordan Lakes now checks in for Howard.
The deep bench for Glenn.
Like I said, watching this group on film, they're fast, they're quick, they're relentless.
And right now they are doing everything right.
Leading
Moving the ball, playing great defense.
At one point, once down by 9 points. Lakes goes out to Myers, who's had himself a game, 15 points. Blocked by Arnett. That's block number 9 on the year. Underneath to Nance, ripped away from Colton Large, and a foul call on the Falcons. I believe it's going to be on Nance. So since that was a block, did you click that? Okay.
That'll be Nance's second.
And that would be a rebound for them. Okay, there you go.
Ties the high for Glenn. They have 3 players with 2 fouls. Trojans really only have Levi, who's in foul trouble. Everyone else for them only has 1.
And it's a lonely bench down there now. Levi McFarland sits alone on that Trojan bench.
Good shot fake. Good pass.
Beats it to Johnson. Ooh, tough. That's a tough call there.
And if that's on Messer, which I think it is, that'll be number 3. No, it's on 33. That'll be on Lakes.
So Lakes picks up his first foul. Team's third. So Max Johnson back to the line. First one's on the way. Drops in the bucket. Those 4 points all coming from the free throw line for the Trojans, and Caleb Ochin calls a timeout. He's going to take his first timeout, and it's a 30-second timeout. He will have 4 timeouts remaining. But if you're Glenn, like I said, you have to come out or get that offense established, and they did so by that dribble and kick, setting those screens. I mean, out of Lakes. I'll just keep on working on the outside. If you're the Glenn here, then Colton Large with the steal.
Go.
If you're Glenn, you don't need to be in a hurry. Yeah, you're up by 3, but now Triton on the attack. A chance to tie or cut it to 1 here on this possession.
Trojans have had, that's a great entry pass.
McFarland gets his own rebound off the miss, too, and drops it in. And one opportunity coming for Levi McFarland on the foul call for the Falcons. Foul's going to be on number 13, Alexander. Team's first of the quarter. So Levi McFarland to the line for the and one opportunity.
That's how you do it. If you can't lift that lid from the 3-point arc, you might as well go in and get them the old-fashioned way.
You know, it's one thing like Kobe Bryant always used to say, you know, if you can't get underneath the wall, you got to find a way around it, over top of it, or through it one way or another. You got to find your way through the wall.
Kobe Bryant, he had some really good inspirational quotes.
I'm telling you what, Kobe Bryant, when you look for philosophy, that guy had it.
Oh, yeah.
And McFarland gets 3 points the old-fashioned way and ties it at 29. Triton with a 5-0 run here to start the fourth quarter after being outscored 16-4 in the third.
And where it started is on this defensive end. The Trojans are actually looking active. They're moving around. They're getting their hands in on the ball. They're switching, and they're good communication. And right there, there's another Trojan stop.
And that's where the Falcons need to find a way to get your composure back. Is Triton doing a nice job here coming in this fourth quarter. A team that averages 13 points per fourth quarter on average. But, you know, that third quarter, they usually average around 12. But they got to find a way to continue to let their offense get in rhythm.
Yep, Glenn. They just need to slow it down. They need to breathe. You know, go back to what you were doing and just swing the ball around.
Swanson goes to Max Johnson.
Oh,
Tie ball game here, 29-all. A lot of technical difficulties on a Wednesday night here tonight.
The stream wants to take it knows that Wednesday's not the normal day.
Blocked there by Romers, and they get the rebound. But a foul call, I believe, called here on the Trojans. That's going to be on Max Johnson.
Foul, Trojans.
That'll be his third.
Team's first will be on Max Johnson. Just pick.
Ooh. Almost an over and back, but Colton had tipped it. And almost out right there. Trojans doing a good job of getting their fingers and their hands up on the ball. Getting in the passing lane a little bit.
Nyman inbounds it to Howard.
Trojan settling back into his zone. Realizing that Myers isn't in, so they're going to attempt him to shoot from deep, and there's one right there.
Nyman misses that one. Swanson with
Trojan just to slow it up, run an offense, burn some of that time off the clock.
So this team, like I said, and that's where Nance right there trying to disrupt, being disruptive. 2-on-1 fast break. Nance attempts it and puts it in on the steal in the basket for him. And that's where you cannot be lazy with your passes against this Glenn team. They jump those passing lanes.
Nance did a great job of reading that and knowing that ball was going to go to Max.
Hensley wants a screen. He'll step back for three to the left of the mark. Doesn't connect. Howard with the rebound. And Triton 2 of 17 from beyond the arc. And Nance can't connect from the corner. It's a battle for the rebound. The Falcons come away with it.
Looks like Trojans don't know if they're in man or if they're in a zone. Oh, they figured it out now.
And that pass thrown away. Turnover on the Falcons.
Slow it up. You got the lead still. Take your time.
You're trying to take a breath here.
Yep.
On your offense.
Run a little bit of offense.
Caleb Ochin says, nope, I'm going to call a timeout and refocus my guys. They'll take a full timeout. Their second timeout. Both teams with 3 timeouts remaining. Getting it figured out, Caden. He nods his head, yes. Caden's been learning the stat program. It's a lot easier when you're at home in the comfort home where you can pause the game and go back and check.
Yep.
Doing it live is a whole nother kettle of fish, right?
I don't know. I don't know how Kenny can do it and still talk to us.
Well, you can do that. I mean, I attempt to do it during the girls' games, but luckily that's a little bit slower where I can keep up with it just a little bit sometimes. But
normally the JV is probably pretty easy to keep up with both these teams. They're out here looking kind of like a little varsity team, moving the ball really well.
And this, like I said, we could potentially see these two match up at LaVille on early that Saturday morning in the semifinal. Triton's already there because there's no JV for Culver, so automatically they advance to the semifinal. But Triton could meet Glenn if they were to defeat Argus. And
the Argus matchup, that's going to be pretty big, seeing Coach Kindig for the first time since
that's
becoming the head coach. Well, of course, that's varsity, but still.
Yep. Of course. Got another first-year head coach to our left here tonight, John DuPont, for the Falcons in his first season. Was the JV head coach. Promoted to the varsity spot. Swanson the outside goes to Large. Triton by 1. 32-31. Hands it off to Swanson. He drives to the lane, goes up, adjusts, knocked away from Russ. No foul call. Triton Coach Ochin want one. Russ tries to throw it down. It went off of the leg of Triton, so it'll stay here. (32-31), 2:54 to go here in the fourth. Nance in the corner. Fakes the handoff. He'll drive the baseline outside to Howard. Dribble with the dribble drive. Stops inside the free throw line. Goes to Russ. Now he'll try the dribble penetration. Goes up, leans into that one, and knocks it in. And the Falcons up by 1, 33-32 with 2:35 to go here in the fourth. What's that?
Who is that?
It was Rust. Yep. No, it was a made shot.
Oh, I think. Yep. A little late call, but he was holding them.
So foul call on the Falcons. It's going to be on Alexander.
Falcons. Number 13.
Man, we should do like a Triton insider, and we should go to one of their basketball practices. I think that'd be so cool. You know how they do like the NBA insider?
Well, yeah.
They bar McFarland for 3 in the corner.
Can't connect. Colton Large fighting for it. Gets the rebound. A team rebound on that one. Large goes to Swanson on the right side. Low pass to McFarland. He corrals it. Falcons by 1. 2 minutes to go here in the ball game. Swanson. Drives in the left elbow. Leaves it for Large. Back to Swanson. Feeds it down into Max Johnson underneath. Fadeaway jumper on the way. Bank is closed. Nance with the rebound, and back of the Falcons with a 1-point lead. Minute 43 to go here in the fourth.
Got to get a stop. That's not how you do it.
And Russ knocks it, misses the jumper.
I think we're going to get
I think they got the rebound and then a foul call on the Falcons on the rebound.
Falcons doing a great job of trying to close this game out, making the shots hard and difficult for the
Fouls
Trojans.
on Messer.
However, Glenn is 1 away from the bonus.
32.
Oh, they're going to say it's on 32, Kane. Hit undo.
They're saying that's on Archer Rust. That'll be his third.
Click on it.
Yeah. I got Rust's foul.
Swanson
Okay.
bringing up the ball.
You don't.
Gives it to Colton to Blaze in the corner. To Max at the top of the key. Julian. No, I'm sorry. Excuse me. Swanson. Passes to Levi in the corner. Top. Large. Back to Swanson. Penetrates baseline. Wraparound pass. Not there. Good job right there by Nance to bat that out. That was going to be a pretty free bucket right there for Max.
Triton needing to settle down. Swanson goes to Large. Three-pointer off the handoff. Can't connect. Triton still
Trojan
cannot get that
cannot
three-pointer to
hit
drop
it at all.
since the first quarter has
Nope.
not hit a three.
Trojan hit 2 threes in the first quarter, and since then they have gone very, very stale. Oh, good back door right there.
High pass to Nance. Tracks it down.
Trojans gotta be. You have 4 fouls to use, well 3 till they're in the bonus. Nance.
Off the mark. Max Johnson rebound. 50 seconds to go.
Here we go.
Falcons by 1.
Trojans got to keep their composure.
How bad do you want it?
Yep.
Colton Large will drive. Goes through the left hand hook and puts it in, and they take the lead. And Colton Large, oh, that's not good. Oh, hope he's all right. He came down awkward on that leg. Hopefully it's a cramp. I think it's a cramp. I think it's what they're going to call it. He came down hard. Hope he's all right.
Scared me was his foot stayed sideways and he didn't move it back. That's what really scared me. Anybody got mustard packets?
Mustard
pickle
packets. Pickle juice. That's
Pickle
what I used
juice.
to do.
I love pickle juice.
Colton
Yeah.
Large up and walking away. That was a scary, like you said, he didn't move his
No.
foot back.
Love to see that. Colton Large is getting up,
So
coming over.
after getting that big bucket, they lead now 34-33, 34.7 to go here in the fourth quarter.
Got it. Trojans, if they're going to get an easy bucket, you have those fouls, but you got to make sure they do not get a shot up and get to that free throw line.
Arnett checking in. Russ drives in the middle of the lane, has a look. Johnson defended it. And a foul call as Nance was going back up with it. It's going to be on Levi McFarland, I believe.
Yeah, if that's on Levi, that is number 4 for him.
And Colton Large like, I want to get back in this game. He is doing everything to stretch that out.
No Eric.
I'm not seeing one. So Nance off the mark on the first for the tie. Gets the first one to drop in. So I thought he attempted one already. Ties it at 34. A chance for the lead on this free throw attempt.
This is the get them out of the 50% mark, too.
Nance settles in. Shot on the way. And the
There he
Falcons
goes.
take the
Ice
lead from the
cold.
free throw line. Timeout, Glenn.
Both teams have, well, now Glenn has 2 timeouts. They're taking a full.
They'll
The
have
Trojans
one apiece
still
left.
have 3.
They'll have one apiece, 1 full and 1:30 remaining. So
This is a lot of time for the Trojans, though.
Exactly.
17 seconds is a lot.
Run your offense.
Yep.
Now the big thing, no Colton Large out there, so that inside drive is going to have to. You're going to get a look.
Mm-hmm.
You got to make it a quality look, and you cannot be in a hurry.
Nope.
Run your offense. Run the 17 seconds is a long time to run a set.
And you only need 1 point to tie. So if you get the ball, you got to be strong down low and try to get it up towards the basket so it looks like you're shooting and get to the free throw line.
And Triton's had 3-and-1 opportunities here this evening and converted on all 3.
Yep.
So if you're the Trojans, you've got to find a way to convert. But you got the Falcons, down by 7 at halftime, went on that 16-4 run in the third quarter. Yes, Triton's outdoing them 10-6 in this quarter, but the Falcons have came to play here tonight. They want this one bad.
Yeah, and they're not wanting to just roll over. They're sitting there making sure that the Trojans feel them. The Trojans gonna have to bring it up the length of the court. I'd almost pick up 3/4 court if I'm John Glenn. Rush them up a little bit. You have and that's another thing. Glenn they do not have a foul to give. They have 14 fouls. So they got to be smart. Trojans need to recognize that.
So here we go. No, clock is not running. Clock is not running.
Now it started.
Now it is. Swanson scanning. Goes down to Max Johnson. Johnson goes up. No call. The Falcons get the rebound, and McFarland trying to foul.
That'll be number 5 for him.
So he's done. So Colton Large has to come back in the ball game. Yeah, that's it for McFarland. He has to come out. He has to come out.
Yeah.
Nobody's getting it.
They're trying to figure it out.
That's 5 on McFarland, so he has to come off the floor. So Colton Large is not going to have a choice. Or Triton plays with 4.
Play him in the paint, nothing deep. If you're Glenn, you're going to have to utilize the fact that he's injured. I know it sounds mean, but you want to win this game.
So Colton Large checks in, moving well. So right now Glenn with that 1 point advantage, 6.8 seconds to go. He has the full baseline.
Trojans still have a foul that they can give. And
Swanson trying to foul. Ocean's like, hey, you got to get there and foul. You can't wait.
It's got to be fast. And it's got to be obvious. Sometimes you got to be a little bit rough. Don't tackle them, but wrap them up pretty good.
Rust again, waiting patiently. Has Howard. That's where he goes with it. And a foul call on Triton. And the clock's still running. 2.5 seconds went off the clock.
That's a lot.
There needs to be back to
3 seconds at least. That's Triton's 5th, so they'll be shooting free throws.
And we could go back and check on our end.
We can. Yeah. Oh, it
So
looks like it might
4.8.
be more than.
We're looking at it.
They call the foul. It should be 4.2.
It should be 4.2 on the clock with the replay. But if you're Glenn, I mean, you have an argument there was about 1.5 seconds that didn't get the clock on the last Triton
That
possession.
is very true. So that kind of balances out.
It bounces out that 3. So now it's a 2-point lead.
I'm purposely missing this. 3 seconds. Throw it right at the front of the rim.
Yep. Misses it. Tipped around. No, clock's not running. Swanson full court heave. That does it. And Triton will lose to Glenn 36-34. Their second loss of the year.
Would that be a missed
Yeah, go ahead. Yep. So now hit update, send to vMix. There you go. Now it'll be over there. He can click on that and we'll. So Triton loses here 36-34. I don't know. I can't see that screen, so you guys are gonna have to figure it out. Does it match? Oh, that's there, so that's not going to be there. So, no, that is not right. Hit it again. Oh. He's trying to get the stats to push across eventually. I'm just going to read them off because we're not going to get it across. There it goes. Now push it across. Leading the way for the Falcons, 19 points for Gavin Myers, 11 points for Nance, 3 points for Howard, 2 points for Rust, and 1 for Alexander. For Triton, Colton Large at 13 points, 9 points for Johnson, and 8 for McFarland, and 4 for Swanson. Team stats. Glenn was 6 of 10 from the free throw line. Triton 8 of 9. 2-point field goals. The Trojans were 10 of 24, 6 of 16 for the Falcons. Triton 2 of 20, only hit 2 3-pointers in that first quarter and went cold in the next 18 shots. 6 of 17 for the Falcons after that big third quarter. And by our count, it was 17-6 on the turnovers, but we'll have to get that confirmed. But with that being said, we'll take a break. Be back for the varsity lineup here in just a little bit. All right, varsity contest about to get underway. Andy O'Hara alongside me here today. Quentin Ames. We got Caden doing stats. Chris and Travis doing our sideline camera. Ari and Silas doing our photography and all the technical stuff. Got to give Silas some props there. He had to get the computer fixture in the JV contest. And, of course, the Hall of Famer Ryan Lemmer here for the Triton Trojan Sports Network, broadcasting live on YouTube and the IHSA Champions Network as Triton 7-1 come into this one. 1-9 are the Falcons as they come into today. I have to pick up their – haven't got a win since they beat New Prairie, but this group, Q, watching them on film, very athletic. This group has long arms. They know how to move the floor. We just saw in the JV contest. I think they are better than their record shows.
Oh, and, you know, that's something that they're gonna come out and they're going to show. You know, especially not winning since, you know, that last game. You know, they're just out here. They're just going to come and, you know, kind of punch Triton in the face and show them, hey, just because our record says one thing, we play and we can win in a different way.
And, you know, they lead the all-time series dating back to the 66-67 season where they lead the series 43-27. Triton has not beat them in the last 12 games they have met. And, you know, for Triton, that's kind of something they want to try to establish some dominance here, because you could potentially see these two meet. As we said, the JV contest could potentially meet in Bi-County.
Yeah, and this is – it's like that preseason matchup kind of thing, you know, especially with Bi-County coming. But this is always one of those schools that there's no real deep bad blood, but you just always want to come out and you just want to show them that you can hang with the big boys.
You know, and try and kind of battle through some illnesses and things. Not feeling well here tonight. Of course, no Landon Patrick. If Landon, hope he gets feeling better soon, gets back, because I like watching some lockdown Landon Patrick play on the floor, and I hope he gets feeling better. But unlike this group, you know, he had to battle some health problems. You know, I mean, some people being banged up at the same time. The sickness is going around. There's no way of getting away from it.
Yeah, and, you know, Trojans coming off that big win against LaVille, and, you know, they're going to try and keep riding that momentum. Trojans really did a great job of, in that fourth quarter, finally, you know, stepping up and finding a way to win. You know, we didn't see Dante play a whole bunch of minutes, and then talking to Coach Groves afterwards, we found out that he was sick, and obviously that's made its way through the team, and, you know, everyone else getting sick, but still, Trojans got to find a way to
take plenty of vitamin C.
Yeah.
Vitamin C, airborne.
Drink that Powerade. Just don't drink too much that you throw up, but you got to come out and you got to play, you know, strong right off the rip. You can't have a slow start against this John Glenn team.
You know, and Triton, like we said, go back to that game against LaVille. You know, you got down to an 11-0 run in the fourth quarter, put up 20 points, and found a way to win that game when it mattered. This group is capable of playing, so, yeah, you're down one guy tonight, but yet this is a deep bench. This is a group that has the leadership, and, you know, I'll tell you, they're with missing a player tonight, yes, his leadership is not there, but his presence will be felt because, you know, he spent the time in the offseason. He spent the time during the season with this group. Triton has got to continue to find a way to battle and do what they do best, work together.
Yeah, and Triton is going to be who's going to step up. Obviously, you know, Julian did a really good job of stepping up late in that fourth quarter and kind of, you know, he put the team on his back. But throughout the whole game, it wasn't just one person. You saw Gage hit some really big shots, and then you said on the defensive end, Tanner, he didn't put up a whole lot of points, but he was getting boards, he was crashing, he was being strong defensively. So tonight it's going to be a team effort, but really who is going to step up and who's going to be that defensive presence that Landon is.
Well, and that adjustment by Swanson to figure out that mid-range game, and that mid-range is always there. I mean, don't be afraid to go down to it, but he figured that out, had an opportunity to score, and try and found a way to get back in that game. John Glenn tonight, I think you come out, establish yourself offensively, play some good tight defense because they're very athletic. They're long-handed. I was talking to Coach Patrick. They are better than their record suggests, and this is a group, if they get on fire shooting the basketball, look out because the Falcons are coming.
I mean, we saw it in the JV game. I mean, they hit Miser hit 6 threes, and, you know, that's just JV. And, you know, if they're doing that on the JV end, the varsity is going to have some guys that are going to do the exact same thing.
So about 30 seconds away, we're going to have the national anthem followed by the starting lineups, and after that, we'll be back right here on the Triton Trojan Sports Network.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Trojan Trench for tonight's contest between the John Glenn Falcons and your Triton Trojans. On behalf of the Triton community and the entire staff and student body of Triton Junior Senior High School, we welcome John Glenn as our guest at tonight's contest. We ask that all fans and players demonstrate an attitude of respect and good sportsmanship throughout today's contest. Your cooperation and positive support are greatly appreciated. Please rise. And gentlemen, kindly remove your hats as we honor America in playing of the national anthem. Oh, say, can you see? Now let's meet the starters. First, the visitors, the John Glenn Falcons. Number 2, Joe Devine. Number 4, Jude Nix. Number 10, Caden Lang. Number 22, Matt Parrish. And number 33, Keegan Kaminsky. And now for your Triton Trojans. At guard, number 5, Dante Workman. At guard, number 10, Julia Swanson. At guard, number 20, Gage Ripple. At guard, number 24, Brady Wood. And in forward, number 33, Tanner Witt Hongo. The officials for tonight's contest are Steve Godfroy, Jack Rupley, and Mark McCammon.
All right, the starting lineups out there for both sides. The freshman Brady Wood making his first official varsity start here tonight.
Saw him put up some really big minutes against LaVille.
And then some big and loud moments there for the freshman in that game against LaVille last week. So the 6'3" Jude Nix will greet Dante Workman at center circle. Final instructions. Ball's up, and Triton controls the tip. Riffle gets it. They'll set the offense. Swanson with the basketball. Now keep an eye on these two coaches. Coach DuPont, both very animated in their coaches' boxes. You'll see in ball games.
See Glenn electing to be into a zone, and Coach Gross noticing that and wanting the boys to run their zone set.
And this is where you have to be patient running your zone offense. But Glenn, like I said, very athletic. They know how to work that zone defense.
Yep. If you're the Trojans, this is where your shooters have got to be ready to shoot. When you get it, especially when you get it inside and right there.
Riffle for 3, can't connect. Brady Wood can't get the putback to drop in, and a foul call on the return. So Riffle missed the 3. Triton got the rebound. Wood went back for the attempt but got fouled. Their first foul call of the game.
Right there, the freshman's already coming in and
on Matt
making
Parrish.
himself known. That right there, hustle plays like that, that's what's going to give you playing time with Coach Groves. He wants to see you out there and working hard and doing what he wants you to do.
Wood off the mark on the first. Settles in. Second free throw cannot connect, so an empty trip. Now Glenn will get their first offensive possession of the ball game. Lang with the basketball, crosses the timeline. Goes to Nix. He'll drive the baseline. Working against Dante Workman. Goes up with it. Can't connect. Workman gets the rebound.
Look to push.
And that's when they set on their zone defense, you have to push in the fast break.
Yep. Great job, though, by Glenn to get back and to get settled into that zone. It's hard sometimes, especially when the opposing team's pushing it, but great job right there to get back.
Out of Riffle. Baseline jumper not there, and Triton throws it away and a turnover. You know, Triton, you got to settle in. I mean, tonight you got student night, but then you got Triton youngsters that we're going to see them play at halftime. Set the example, slow down, run your offense.
Take care of the ball.
I can only imagine Landon Patrick calling out plays from home.
Yep. Never fun missing, especially on a sickness.
Nix underneath, goes up with off the front iron, no good. Tanner Woodhoyo collects the rebound. Swanson back up the floor, across the half-court line, finds Workman. This is kind of hard. It's a group that hasn't played in over almost a week. Woodhoyo fighting through, goes to Brady Wood.
Got to be strong when you get that ball in the high or low post. Look opposite. Great job right there by Dante. Recognizes getting the ball back out. Trojans can burn as much time off the clock as they want. Just got to take care of the ball.
Knocked away there. The steal for the Falcons.
This should be Triton ball.
And they say Glenn lost the basketball, so a turnover for the Falcons. They got the steal, then they get the turnover. So Triton now gets to go back the other way.
Both teams just a little slow getting it going.
No one to play last night. Moved tonight due to weather. Brady Wood with the runner off the window, and banks open for Brady buckets.
That's a good take by Brady Wood going downhill.
And Swanson's going to get called 90 feet away from the basket.
Coach wanted to pick it up the pressure.
So Swanson picks up his first foul, team's first. So trying to turn up the heat in the full court. Nix up the floor to Parrish. Now up the floor to Devine. Devine trying to drive the baseline.
Good hands right there by Riffle.
Dante Workman elevates and brings it down off the steal. Riffle, three-pointer on the way. Connects the mailman from Dante Workman for three. And a timeout for the Falcons. They're going to take a full timeout and be their first. 4 timeouts remaining. Of course, appreciate Orion and Silas having to work through the toughest of circumstances. Not real sure what happened, but I'm sure they'll get it kind of figured out. But appreciate Silas coming up and getting things re-figured out and connected. And Orion continuing to do his stuff. Boy, we're thankful for Silas tonight. Let's put it that. Let me tell you. So like we said, at halftime tonight, we'll have the Triton youngsters will get to be out on the floor. Of course, usually our student section make a noise. They get a chance to play tonight. I mean, you were a Triton youngster, got to play out there on the floor in the varsity game.
Oh, I hit a three one time, and the whole crowd went crazy because I was like in second grade, and I chucked it. I had so much confidence.
We got to play on the Warsaw floor when I was in elementary school, and I got a couple steals and a basket and an assist off a steal. And
there you go. See, as a Trojan, some of the greatest thing is doing that Triton camp on the weekends with the youngsters. It's really cool being setting that impact.
So trying to turn up the pressure. Kaminsky finds Nix, top of the key, goes to Devine. Devine drives the lane, goes in the corner, finds Lang. Lang now with the dribble drive, stops on the elbow.
By the Trojans.
Parrish for three. Hits a dagger from straight away, and right out of the timeout. We saw that in the JV contest where Parrish off the assist, and they score right out of those timeouts. That's a big thing if you're Coach DuPont. As Riffle to answer back, cannot do so. Hoyle there, the bank shot is good off the rebound.
Just like they drew it up. Miss it kind of short, so it's a wide open layup.
And their foul call and trying to be on Brady Wood.
Trojans already with 2, and they still got 4, pretty much 5 minutes left to play in the first quarter.
Haven't quite hit the halfway point just yet. Aggressive boys are hungry tonight.
Yep. Coach Groves wanting to set that example and use that enthusiasm and that intensity. Got 3 seconds.
3-second call on Parrish. There'll be a turnover on the Falcons. Both teams need to settle down. 3-second call came from the far side of the floor. So back to that 2-3 zone. The Falcons have been running it well. Goes to Woodhoyle on the elbow, and nice hands by Caden Lang. Back to the way he goes. Off the steal. Goes up. He'll draw the foul, and he goes the line for 2. It'll be the 3rd Triton team foul. As it will be on Tanner Woodhoyle. His first, team's 3rd. That's off the mark on the first. Or excuse me, laying off the mark on the first. Hunter DuPont will check in number 3 for Kaminsky. And that'll rotate Paris down to the post.
Lang is a 67% free throw shooter on the season.
50% on that trip, and they make it a 1-possession game if that made free throw. Brady Wood now goes to Swanson.
Downhill.
Not a riffle. And see, the thing with that 2-3 zone, forcing Triton to shoot threes and rush their shots. I mean, sometimes living and dying by the 3, it works when you're hitting, and a kickball call there on Lang.
It was intentional.
It works when you're hitting from beyond the arc, but Triton has got to stay patient. If you don't make a shot, you've got to continue to find that rhythm.
Yeah, and if you're the Trojans, if you get into a hole with your shooting, the only way to get out of the shooting slump is to shoot your way out. So Trojans really got to be ready to let it go from deep if they get the opportunity.
Orpin flashes through and got a piece of the ball back off the turnover. The Falcons going. Woo! Knocks that one. Travis just about got nailed. Lord have mercy. And he didn't even move. Look at a statue.
It's like Kobe when Barnes did that little fake head. Yeah, exactly.
You weren't alive for that. That was.
I've seen it, though.
Yeah, exactly.
You guys have YouTube.
Yep.
Let's stay here.
That's the only way I've been able to watch Michael Jordan's greatness was because of YouTube.
Oh, I saw it live, fellas.
Okay, yeah, my dad does too, and he always rubs it in because we watch one of the old games. He's like, I was there at that game. I'm like, okay, not cool, man.
I tell him things are going to happen before it happens in the game watching.
That's going to be
a moving screen on Parrish.
That's number 2 on him. 2 on Glenn. Both teams having a little hard time.
Yes.
Really getting any offense really moving and churning. Both it's just defense on both ends.
And Wiley Knapp's going to check in for Parrish. Now he's going to sit with those 2 fouls probably for a while.
Yep.
3:44 to go here in the first quarter. Triton by 3. Now to Riffle.
Dribble over. Shift the defense.
Glenn doing a nice job moving in this zone defense.
That long length is really helping them.
And they're athletic, like I said.
And they're very strong. We've already seen them strip the ball away from.
And I just saw it again there as Knapp knocks it away.
Got a little charismatic with the passes. Got to be more.
You got to be direct.
Yep.
On point. Trying to find that rhythm. Woodhoyle gets the rebound.
Good shot fake. Got to be ready to shoot it.
Now goes to Wood off the screen, goes to Riffle. Deep 3 on the way. Off the front iron, no good. DuPont tips it. Woodhoyle collects it. Banks open. Devine works it on over to Knapp. Cross the way, goes to Lang. Back to Devine. Quickly up the floor to DuPont. Next in the corner, they'll work it around the perimeter. Devine drives to Nix in the corner, now to DuPont. Nix tries to dribble drive, good defense by Woodhoyle. Lang on the outside, up on top, DuPont straight away, works it left. Devine tracks it down, working against Riffle.
Good shift, good switch right there by the Trojans.
Lang spots for 3, count it from straight away, off the assist from Devine. Cuts the lead to 2.
Great job just to shoot with confidence.
You know, Triton saw that empty pressure away from him and took a good look.
Yeah, and knocked it down.
Woodhoyle now in the short corner. Up on top to Brady Wood, has Swanson outside. He'll drive, goes out. Swanson with the floater, drops it in. Julian Swanson, magic on that play. Devine quickly to Lang. Now a knocked away, it'll stay right here. And Triton's got to be smart with kind of those wraparound trying to steal attempts. You got to be smart. Caden Large checks in on behalf of Tanner Woodhoyle, and Kaminsky will check in for DuPont. Nix goes up, elevates, answers right back with a basket of his own. Back to a 2-point ball game. 1:45 to go here in the first. Now to Workman. Checks with coach on the play. Goes to Riffle in the corner. Knocked away there from Nix. Devine in the full court, runs coast to coast. Can't drop it in for the tie. Caden Large gets the rebound.
Who shot that?
It was 2, Devine.
Dante Workman with a, ooh.
Workman tripped up, no foul call. Triton winning a foul call. It's jump ball will be the call. It'll go to the Falcons. So Triton will turn it over.
Coach Grove's going to go deep into his bench.
I like this move. Bring in Jaden Overmeyer, then you're going to bring in Isaiah Vaca now. People may look at Isaiah. Yes, he doesn't get a lot of minutes, but this kid can run the offense.
Yes, he can.
Yes, Isaiah can hit from outside, but as a facilitator, he is very talented.
And he's one of those kids that has always been in a gym.
Exactly.
He's always working on his craft, trying to get better.
And Jaden Overmeyer, very athletic, strong young man.
Yes.
See what this changeup goes, and they're going to get a foul call on Julian Swanson.
That'll be number 2 on Julian.
It's a big foul, 14th foul on the Trojans. It's Ben McFarland going to check in. So a shooter for Triton coming off the floor, so only one starter remains out there on the floor for Triton that is not in foul trouble.
Got to be smart. If you're Glenn, you got to pick these guys apart. Yes, they're on the varsity, but you got your whole varsity team out there. You got to just pick them apart.
Nix goes in. Triton running a travel call, but he connects. McFarland in the corner. So if you're a Triton role player, now's the time to earn those minutes. Show why you're on this varsity team. McFarland to Isaiah Vaca.
Coach got you out there for a reason.
Large in the paint. Goes outside to Vaca. Feeds it down to Workman. And a foul call as he caught that one to be on the floor. It'll stay right here. And the foul's going to be on
34.
34. It's going to be on Wiley Knapp. Third team foul for the Falcons. 36.2. We're knotted at 11. Overmeyer receives the inbound. Now goes to Workman. Just letting time run down. McFarland says, okay. They'll let the clock just drain. No shot clock. Plenty of time. Went and watched Kinsey Atkins play the other day on Saturday. Hit a big 3 in overtime in that thriller. They won in that one. There was a shot clock there.
They're in man.
It threw me off.
Electing the man.
Devine called for the foul. It'll be their 14th foul. Number 2, Devine. If you don't know and I say the name, look up there for the score clock. Okay?
I just had to find him.
It's fine. Just look for the score clock. If you don't.
10 seconds, plenty of time. Glenn going back to their 2-3 zone.
But Triton's got to recognize that man faster. He's got Vaca open on the right side. 2 seconds. Vaca fires a 3. Counted for Vaca at the buzzer. Isaiah Vaca for 3. Puts his team up going into the second quarter. We'll take a break and be back here for the second quarter here in just a bit.
Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
All right, so second quarter about to get underway. Now, Triton did a lot of things well there, but at the same time, you've got to be better with your ball movement.
Yeah, and you got to take care of the ball. You know, when you get that ball, especially if you're in the high post or the low post, they're coming over, they're going to trap, and, you know, the officials are letting the boys play. They're going to let them be physical. They're letting them, you know, get a few slaps, and you got to be strong. You got to rip. You got to stay in that triple threat position and be ready to pass or to drive at any moment.
You know, for Glenn, a lot of things, you got down that corner, but you found a way to muscle yourself in after that timeout. They came roaring back, tied it at 11. There's a lot of things this Glenn team, you know, you're athletic, move the ball, but their defense, that 2-3 zone, Triton has got to find an answer to score in that zone offense.
If you're the Trojans and you're having a hard time shooting, you got to be able to get it down low
Overmeyer partially blocked. Caden Large gets the loose ball, goes up, draws the foul. And they're going to say
it's on the ground.
I'm waiting for the official
Oh,
call.
they're going to talk. Say it's on the ground.
I don't know. We're waiting to see. The long conference there on the baseline. I can pull the third official in and have a quick word. No, it's not caught up there yet. I think it might call before the shot. I think they're going to call it on the floor. Give him the look. I think they're going to call it on the floor. So Overmeyer missed the attempt. They got the rebound. Now Triton's word the official scorekeeper's down there at the Triton scorers table.
We need a laptop down there. Instant replay.
The way things are going tonight, we are not putting any more technology anywhere else. Orion's going to have kittens if it happens. So the foul's going to be on number 4, Jude Nix, either way. And I think they're going to call it on the floor, and that's what they're going to call it. And I think that's a good call there. Yeah, he was going to go in the action shooting the next time he was bumped. But before, I think he was hit before he initially got that shot up.
Yep. Nix did a good job of when he was jumping through to kind of tug on that arm just to, make it hard enough that Large couldn't get the ball up right away.
Bach in the corner, and Devine's going to respect that three-point look from we saw at the end of the quarter for the Triton senior. Vaca by himself, three-point on the way. Can't drop that one in. Caden Large boxes out, gets the rebound, and one opportunity.
There it is now.
So Vaca missed the three. Triton got the rebound for Caden Large. He gets it to connect. And a foul on the Falcons on number 10. Caden Lang.
If you're Isaiah Vaca, you got the green light. You already splashed one in. If they're going to give you that much space, Coach Groves, he has you out there for a reason. He knows that you can shoot the ball. Shoot it.
Large gets 3 points the old-fashioned way. And Isaac Quintana will check in for Ben McFarland. Jason Groves not afraid to go all the way down that bench.
No, and he's got the talent to do so.
High pass to Devine, has to adjust. Pulls up for three, partially blocked by Jaden Overmeyer. Workman gets it, but it gets ripped out of bounds by they're going to say it went off of Workman. It looked like it was ripped out of bounds from this angle. The official, he's got the front line view over there. Makes the call, and he'll stay right here. The man who had the high points in that JV contest, Gavin Myers, checks in.
He can shoot.
Got to keep an eye on him.
Yep.
Devine now. On the outside, he'll drive through the lane. Good move up. Off the window, no good. Quintana gets the rebound. Workman goes to Vaca in the corner. Looking underneath, nothing there. Finds Overmeyer, now to Large. We're going to shuffle everybody around to move Dante to the point here. Gets the play. Now got to run the offense. Goes to Overmeyer. Tipped out of bounds by Nix. Triton, you've got to read those passing lanes because one thing I said, like I said, the length and athleticism by these Falcons is going to be overwhelming, and their defense is very good.
And you got to be ready for that double team, especially when you're down there at the low block. A lot of 2-3s, once that ball goes down, enters down, they're going to double team because it's a lot harder to get that ball to that middle guy that's diving towards the front of the rim.
DuPont checks in for Devine. Only one senior on this Falcon team, and Kaminsky. Open on the left wing. On top to Quintana, or excuse me, Isaiah Vaca. Quintana flashes, that's where I was looking. Workman on the left side, down to Quintana. Feeds it to Large, too hot of a pass, can't corral it. Triton turns it over. Lang now,
corner.
Quickly.
That is not the kid that you want to shoot.
Myers off the mark, gets his own rebound off the missed three. DuPont to Lang. Lang hit one earlier, now he spins into the paint. Outside the DuPont, trying to get some separation. Nix drives the lane with the floater and draws the foul.
Good job right there by Nix to get that first step against Dante. Take him and
that's going to be on Dante Workman.
Take that bump.
Team's first of the quarter. A whole trio of Trojans to check in with Wood, Hoyo, and Riffle. As Jude Nix to the line for two. Connects on the first.
Point, Nix.
It's their second trip to the free throw line.
Now, I don't think he'll ever admit it, but sometimes Coach Groves will put in those role players to show the starting five, hey, I can replace any one of you guys because there are guys that are hungry and willing to do what I need and what I want.
Next connection, and that's what you want, and that's what you want to see. Because I mean, if you want to be a team, you want to earn your minutes. You have to realize that just because you're a varsity player, you played varsity minutes, does not guarantee you time on the floor.
No, everybody needs to be held accountable.
Accountability. That's where you see teams really just take off.
And this team, they have a lot of leaders out there to hold each other accountable. Oh, in the corner. Oh, good.
Good
grab
hands.
right there by Jaden.
Wood in the corner now finds Woodhoyle. Outside to Riffle.
Corner.
Don't need to rush. Now they have Brady Wood.
Go.
He'll try a three. Can't drop it in and out. Kaminsky gets the rebound.
That right there was good offense. They didn't get the bucket, but that was good offense. It was a great shot, just didn't go in.
Right now going to slow it up. Going to set their half-court offense. Next trying to come off the screen. They're going to go up top to DuPont. Down to Kaminsky. Battling Woodhoyle. Goes up and he'll draw a foul. Interesting who they call this foul on.
I believe it's going to be on Jaden.
That's where it is.
Foul.
That's going to be on Jaden Overmeyer.
Number 12.
So Kaminsky to the line. Team shooting 3 of 4 going into this attempt here. Connects on the first.
Point.
That draws them within 1 possession. A chance to cut it to 2.
Kaminsky is 100% from the line thus far.
Continues. Devine checks in for Lang. Now Large will check in on behalf of Jaden Overmeyer. So Kaminsky, the excellent free throw shooter, gets cursed by Q.
Sorry.
Way to go, Q. They're coming for you after this game. I'm just saying, man.
The comment section's going to be blown up.
Large on the outside. Kaminsky, yeah, that's his first miss free throw. That's a talented free throw shooter. That's something Glenn to keep in their back pocket.
Good shot fake. Right back to him.
Open clears them out. Up on top, now to Wood. And covering well. Now it goes to Riffle. Back to Wood. Oh,
nice. There you go.
To
Go up strong.
Hoyo. They're going to get a jump ball call, and the Falcons take over off the turnover.
Another good offensive set right there by the Trojans. Oh.
Check that stat at halftime.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of makes sense, though.
Kaminsky outside the DuPont.
That'd be a travel.
He'll travel. He'll turn
Just
it
a
over.
quick shuffle of the feet.
So try by our counts, got 8 turnovers here in this first half. You need to settle down and run your offense. Don't force it. Look it in. But, yeah, like that jump ball, that last one there, that was good defense by the Falcons. But you got to move the ball. Be smart.
Yeah, and when you get that ball, you got to be strong. Kind of how Large right there was, that stance. Sure, it may look funny, but it's strong, and he has a lot of control over it.
You know, and Glenn, that just proves a testament how tough that defense is. Brady Wood, buckets from the corner.
The hand in his face. Ball coming
and he intercepts it this way. 3-on-3 fast break. Leads it to Workman. Workman waits, goes up, puts it in. The assist from Brady Wood. He's passing, he's intercepting, and he's hitting threes. The freshman showing up here in this first half.
And that's what you need. You need that little spark, and as of right now, Brady Wood is that spark.
And that little 5-0 run to push themselves up. DuPont on the outside, goes up top to Kaminsky. Now to Devine, to Myers. Devine uses the screen. Well, they're going to get a moving screen.
They're
going to see that Kaminsky. That was the right idea. Yeah, set the screen, but just watch how you lead with that elbow. Yeah, if you kind of took your whole body and kind of shifted your way out there, just take that step.
Yep.
The right idea, but Kaminsky, I mean, that stuff's going to come there. The senior, you know, he's a vital part there. Just need to step out a little bit further on that screen.
Yeah, normally the ball handler is the one that makes the error and leaves a little too early, but right there, just that elbow is sticking out just a little too far.
Wood drives, goes up with it, banks open for Brady buckets.
Number 24, Brady Wood.
10-point lead for the Trojans. Wood's got 7 here in this first half. on his first varsity start. Now to DuPont. Goes to Devine.
Good fight down there by Tanner.
Hoyo knocks it away. Nix gets the loose ball. Spinning in. Travel call, I believe, and it is. And that's a good call there because he kind of spun right in there. Just good, but that's the good defense by Triton. Kind of absorb that contact and get yourself away, keep your hands out of it, and let him kind of spin into you.
Yeah, Dante did the good old pull the chair right out from underneath him. I've always wanted to try that move, and I was never fast enough.
I wish I had a roster for these Triton youngsters and they had numbers.
Oh,
I wish I had a roster. I would call that tonight if I had a roster.
I'm sure we can find some black masking tape really fast.
Oh, no, we ain't got time for that. We got too many things going on. Workman on the outside now goes to Swanson.
Glenn electing to be into that man. They're getting out of that zone.
Riffle. But yeah, he'll stutter. He'll kind of shuffle those feet just real quick.
Just a little too fast.
That's Triton's 9th turnovers. Caden Large checks on behalf of Swanson.
Swanson's got those 2 fouls, so he's probably going to get swapped in here. Here, in and out. Try to keep him out of the foul trouble.
There's just enough to shuffle those feet. Officials watching pretty closely here tonight. Parrish, who just checked in. Top of the key, he's got those 2 fouls he got in the first quarter. Goes up with it, can't drop it in. And Tanner Hoyo collects the rebound.
Got to look up the gauge.
2 minutes to go before halftime. Triton by 10.
Oh.
Off the mark, no good. Rebound to Lang. Lang steps through.
They're going
to call a block. I think that's a tough. Ooh. Oh, man. Because from this angle, it looks like a charge. He kind of got himself in there planted.
Did he shoot that? Glenn wanting and one.
I was going to say, I thought it would be on the floor because it was on the hop step.
Number 20.
So Riffle called for the foul. We'll see here.
Yeah, that should be a continuation. That should be a good bucket.
So there you go.
Yep, there it is.
Good find by Q.
Lang.
So Riffle, so Lang's to the line for 2 attempts here. So Riffle will sit with that 1 foul. Vaca checks in for him.
3 points the old-fashioned way.
Yep. So Jason Groves calling out the play. Vaca goes to Wood. Now to Large.
Falcons still in that man. They're letting Dante shoot, and coach is even telling him, hey, shoot the ball.
Vaca off the screen. Hoyo trying to get position. He's got a mismatch underneath. Vaca flashed underneath the baseline, lost the dribble, but he was going to step out of bounds, and a turnover for Triton.
Got to be ready to shoot the ball.
We'll check the turnover total at the end of the half. Right now, combined 17 turnovers between these 2 teams here in this first half. With 1:20 to go here before halftime. Of course, stay tuned during halftime. We will have the Triton youngsters playing a little scrimmage here for our halftime entertainment. Lang drives the baseline. Good defense by
wall right there.
By Hoyo. Large receives as Triton off the turnover. Now to Workman. Spots a 3. Count it from the corner. The assist to Caden Large.
They're not going to give you all that breathing room once you start hitting them.
Would that be a steal before that?
No.
Okay.
From deep.
Devine tried that one from deep. Didn't connect. DuPont off the next 3. Can't drop it in. And I think we're going to get a foul call on Parrish. That'll be on 3.
Number 3.
22. Yep. And then 22. Yep. Yes.
Trojans got their starters back in for this last 41 seconds.
41 and some change.
Coach is just wanting them to run their offense out. Falcons back into that 2-3. Got to recognize it.
Now to Hoyo. Couldn't quite corral it. Turnover on the Trojans. Lang now with 22 seconds on the clock before halftime.
Swanson's got to be smart with those 2 fouls. Trojans have 1 foul to give if they really need to use it. Falcons have none.
6 seconds on the clock. Falcons look to hold for the final shot. Nate Lang will drive, goes up, blocked by Tanner Winhoyo. Wood down the floor, doesn't connect. And Triton will take a 10-point lead into the halftime locker room. I'll push our stats over real quick. We'll see if it works this time. Okay, we'll just let you read them off since you pushed them over. You can see that screen a little closer than I can. Of course, like we said, we'll have the Triton youngsters here during the halftime break. Five of 7, 1 of 3. Yes, go ahead. Read them off, Caden.
John Glenn, 5 for 7 for free throws, 3 for 12, 2-point, 2 for 6 and 3-point, with 8 turnovers. Triton, 1 for 3 for free throws, 7 of 9 for 2-point, 3-point. They're 4 for 10 and 11 turnovers.
All right. Scoring for Triton.
Brady Wood with 7, Dante Workman with 5, Tanner with 4, Large with 3, Riffle with 3, Vaca with 3, and Swanson with 2.
And for Glenn?
And Caden Lang with 7, Nix with 6, Parrish with 3, and Kaminsky with 1.
Yep. So we'll take a break. We'll watch the Triton youngsters, and we'll be back right here after halftime on the Triton Trojan Sports Network.
Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Some see a student athlete working on his shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
All right, welcome back, everyone, here to the Triton Trojan Sports Network. Andy O'Hara with me here tonight, Quentin Amson, Caden running stats, Travis and Chris doing our sideline cameras, Silas and Ari doing photography and social media, and as always, the Hall of Famer Ryan Them. They're here for the Triton Trojan Sports Network, broadcasting live on YouTube and the IHSA Champions Network. Of course, we got the Triton youngsters during halftime. Future Triton basketball down there. A couple of them got some shots to drop in, but moved the ball pretty well for a bunch of youngsters. I mean, they listened to what they were taught during their little camp they had.
There's a lot of determination and fight out there as well.
There's a hunger out there at those kids here tonight.
Got to keep that hunger.
So speaking of hunger, the Falcons, we were talking, Jude Nix, that young man, he is just chomping at the bit to get going.
Yep.
But
Trojans got to take care of the ball. Had 11 turnovers. Can't do that, especially against this Falcons team who's coming. They're going to be looking to get going. Almost a turnover right there. Swanson for three.
Count it. The assist to Brady Wood. Magic Swanson for three.
A little bit of confusion with the matchup, but Trojans seem to get it all cleared out.
Divine to answer back. Short of the mark, doesn't connect. Riffle with the rebound. And they're going to get a hold call on Kaminsky.
That's another thing we talked about. The Falcons are going to be looking to try and strip the ball away. They're going to get in there and get that jump ball. That'll be Kaminsky's second. Team first of the third quarter.
So Swanson exits the center circle.
Comes a double.
Workman elevates and gets the friendly roll. We'll try with a quick 5 points to start the third quarter.
We're going to get a quick substitution at the next dead ball for the Falcons.
DuPont not liking what he sees out there on the floor. Lang knocked away. Brady Wood. He'll take off. Here comes the pressure. Goes up and gets fouled. He'll go to the line for two. And Lang going to get called for the foul.
That was a great recovery right there for Lang, though. No easy bucket. Now he's got to go to the charity stripe, and he's got to earn them both.
Now he goes up. That was not a shot attempt because he got fouled in the act of shooting. Connects on the first.
I didn't know that for the longest time. So
did Brady get a steal?
Yes, Brady did get a steal.
Did you count it?
I took a turnover for
run. It's fine.
We're going to get a timeout for the Falcons. 30-second timeout.
They will have one of those and two fulls remaining.
Trojans still have all of their timeouts. Coach Groves has been doing that a lot recently. He keeps those timeouts. Now, the LaVille game, he didn't.
Well, hey,
that was a close game.
You had to have some tough coaching moments in that one.
Yes, he did. Got on his players, but hey, you know what? Trojans figured out. They buckled down in the fourth and figured out a way to keep going, and right now they're looking good.
So tomorrow night, the varsity girls will be at Winnemac. We will not have that game for you in that one, as we're going to cover the junior high conference tournament game here tomorrow night here at Triton. And then on Friday night, we'll have a varsity doubleheader. We'll have the girls and boys battling against Culver on Friday night. And then, of course, next week, Bi-County starts.
It's going to be a busy week.
Busy week. And Wood settles in. Connects on the first and tickles the twine on the second. Vine now working against Brady Wood. Gets freed up.
Good skip pass. Good extra. Good movement right here by the Falcons.
Nix attacks the baseline, goes through. Swanson there to take it away.
Good job by Workman, just making.
Riffle transition three, count it.
And that all started with Dante Workman wanting to take that charge, made Nix hesitant.
And
then you got the turnover, but if you're the Trojans, even though you got that foul right there, you got to keep your foot on the gas. It's number 2 on Dante, but you got to keep rolling with it.
Trying with their largest lead of the game here.
20 points. Wow.
And that's all from this 10-0 run here to start this third quarter.
Wow. Trojans, whatever Coach Groves told them in the locker room, they definitely listened and they heard it.
Well, he said some of his best talks were once he walked in. They were expecting him to be mad and yelling.
Oh,
right here, he came in quiet.
We've had a few of those.
Brady Wood called for the foul. Second team foul on the Trojans.
As a player, when you know that you haven't been playing to the best of your ability, and your coach goes, and Coach doesn't come in and start screaming at you. As a player, you already know that he doesn't need to say a single word. You need to start playing a lot better. So,
Riffle knocks it away right into the Triton student section. The high school student section. You got the Triton youngster student section. And I'll tell you what, these boys here in this front line, they're always noisy and rowdy. But all the Triton high schoolers on their phones, they got to pay attention. Beware of flying objects.
The ball. Especially if you're going to sit in the first row.
Exactly. You are in the game. You're in that first row. You're part of the action.
You are.
Playing good dribble movement. Brady Wood rips it away from him. Leads it to Dante Workman. Puts it in. The assist to Brady Wood.
Great job right there by Brady. Instead of being selfish, he just gave that ball right up for the easy bucket.
And the control going down there with pressure coming. The freshman didn't blink.
No.
DuPont. They'll work it across. Goes to Myers outside the lane. Both teams with 2 team fouls here.
Brady got to be careful on the ball. He's got 2 fouls. Can't pick up that third, especially with how you're playing right now.
Knocks it away.
Great job right there by
Riffle. Put up a wall.
Just to go straight up. You got to push it. You got all the numbers.
You got all the numbers. 5-on-3 fast break. Workman adjusts. Woodhoyle collects it and puts it in. And a timeout for Glenn after trying a 14-0 run.
You're going to get a full timeout.
One shot. Or did Lang shoot over here?
Yes. If you're the Trojans, you got to keep.
That
was a full timeout, though. They only got 2. They have 1 of each. They either got a 30 or a full left.
And you're trying a lot of things, like you said, that talk coming out well, and Coach DuPont. And in his first season, and now see, this is where you're positive for him. Yes, the record has not started the way you wanted it, but for him, this is a good hire for Glenn. A guy who's coached JV, who's been part of this group, knows these players well. For them, this is the kind of guy he is a very in-your-face. He's a very animated coach, and those kind of coaches are the ones that I like because they're going to coach you hard because they want to get the best out of you, not just on the floor but off the floor.
Seeing an animated coach as a player, at least for me, it fired me up. Yeah. When he showed that he cared about the game, it made you want to go out there and give it everything that you had because he's trying to do that for you.
We had a coach that coached me. He wore cowboy boots to every single game, jeans and cowboy boots. When he stomped the floor, I don't know, when he would yell and stomp the floor and he would point, whatever. He looked angry. I was fired up. I was like, "Let's go!" Coach is fired up. Let's go.
I'm gonna make you happy. My wife kind of mad, but looking at IU when they had Bobby Knight, some of the
Oh,
greatest
yes.
basketball, it was because he was such an animated coach.
Exactly.
When you saw that chair flying, you knew to buckle up.
And now DuPont making a statement, taking off all of his most of his varsity players and all his starters not on the floor. You got JV players out there.
And you know what? We saw Coach Groves do this exact same thing with his players to show the varsity players that they can do it, and now they only have one timeout remaining.
And this is a learning moment for Glenn. This is where you need to dig deep and listen to Coach. You got to move the ball. You got to trust one another. In this Glenn group, like I said, yes, the shots aren't dropping right now, but yet you still have to find a way to move the basketball, run your offense, hold your composure right now. Yes, you're trailing on a 14-0 run, but Coach is trying to get the best out of you guys. You guys have got to listen because Triton, you see the flip side. This group here, yes, you know what? Yes, they're a little more seasoned, a lot more of experience you've seen on that varsity floor, but yet this group has came together. This coaching staff got them straightened out. They bought in. They listened. Now Glenn needs to do the same thing.
You can't hold your head down if you're the Falcons. You know, you're out there to prove that you know what to do and you know how to play. So just go out there and do it. All the care just needs to go out the window. Just take care of the ball and do what Coach says.
Hunter Howard who checks in. Out there, Messer with it. Back to Howard, leading underneath the DuPont.
Good movement right there. That's a great find.
Myers for three from the corner, can't drop it in. And a foul call on the rebound on the Falcons. The third team foul. It's going to be on Howard, number 20. Number 20. He's got the foul. Look at the score clock if you don't get it, okay?
Did they get the rebound?
No. We got the rebound. Foul was on the rebound.
Oh, get back door.
Backdoor.
Great play right there by the
collector to the mail-in for two more.
That's one of the only bad things about playing those lanes is if you play up too far, that back door is always going to be there.
And Gage Riffle is about one of the fastest athletes you'll see.
The back door on the other end, too.
Turnover for the Falcons and a foul call. And that'll be 14 fouls, excuse me. It's going to be on Howard again. His second team's fourth, and now a trio of Trojans check in with Vaca, Quintana, and Overmeyer on behalf of Woods, Swanson, and Tanner Woodhoyo.
Someone needs to come and pick up the ball. Vaca. Isaiah's got to go back.
Hey, guys. Someone's got to pick it up. There we go.
Just trying to get set for the play.
I'm pretty sure there's a viewer at home was hollering at him for that one.
Oh, you know there's a former Trojan that was, hey, guys, go get the ball.
Locking out Overmeyer in the corner.
And
an offensive foul on the Trojans. It's going to be on Dante Workman, team's third.
That is his third.
And Wayne Riker going to check in. His first minutes tonight. Now Workman comes off the floor. Riffle, the only remaining starter out there for the Trojans.
Yep. Expect to see him get a quick breather here soon. And as soon as I said that, I'm assuming that's what Ben will be checking in to do.
Howard on the outside. Leaves it. Myers for three. In and out. Rebound, Jaden Overmeyer.
Just having a hard time finding the bottom of the net. He had a hot hand against the JV, but a little tougher right now.
Now to Riker on the right side. Finds Overmeyer, top of the key. Works it to Vaca. Looking for Quintana, partially tipped away, and Knapp comes away with it.
There you go. Got to stop. Now you got to go back and score.
DuPont here on the left wing. Inside 3.5 to go here in the quarter. Howard needing the call. Silas and Orion have been a good 1-2 punch tonight, getting technical difficulties and things figured out. DuPont top of the key. Now goes to Howard. Sees a lane he likes. Ripped away from Isaac Quintana. 2-on-2 fast break. Quintana steps up and in.
There you go.
Isaac Quintana, what a spectacular move.
Great utilization of the Euro step. Going deep into his bag for that one.
DuPont on the outside, works away from the screen, top of the key. Goes to Knapp here on the near side. It's it for Howard. Now he'll drive the lane. Tries to kick it out. Messer's going to step on the line and tries to save it. As Ben McFarland out will check in on behalf of Gage Riffle. Devine, Lang, and Jude Nix all back in the game.
Role players really got to step up. Now you got some starting Falcons that have came back in. They're going to try to go on a run, see how the role players can do against them. Just play smart. Good screen right there. Got to be ready to shoot the ball.
Reichert now works to McFarland. Out of Vaca. Reichert on the side, out to Overmeyer. Overmeyer tries the dribble drive, but he'll get a foul call. I believe this is going to be on Myers, but we'll see here.
It is.
Foul on the Falcons, number 12.
So I'll put him in the bonus, and Jaden Overmeyer to the line for the bonus.
Bonus.
Off the back iron. No good. Triton 3 of 6 from the free throw line here in this ball game. And can't get the friendly roll. Messer tracks down the rebound. Back go the Falcons. Empty trip to the free throw line for Triton.
Trojans looking like they're going to be in a zone set right here.
Playing on the outside, goes to Divine. Like you said, you're out here. Coach has got you on the floor. He doesn't have you out there on the floor just because he wants to play everybody. He has you out on the floor to see what you guys can do.
Exactly.
If you can earn varsity minutes there when the time is when he needs you to bring you in, you know your role. How do you play out there with these minutes that are very valuable? As Myers off the mark, no good, knocked out of bounds, and it's going to go off Nix.
Yeah, this is where you build confidence. Confidence for coach and for yourself. If you're in here and you're playing against these starting Falcons, and you're able to do the things that coach is asking of you, that's going to build your own confidence, and Coach Groves' confidence in you as well.
Farland backdoor, but throws right into the hands of Nix. Turnover for the Trojans. Divine working against Overmeyer, and a foul call on Jaden Overmeyer.
Foul.
Team's fourth.
The Trojans, number 12.
Like I said, if you're Glenn, just get that basket here. Right now trying an 18-0 run here to this third quarter. I mean, Glenn has a lot of athleticism, but like I said, just not getting those looks to drop. But that's just really a testament to how stifling this Triton defense has been.
And that we're only in the third quarter, so this game can shift. It just takes one bucket, takes one stop, and you can get the momentum to shift in.
Right there, Myers for three.
Was that a shot attempt for Divine?
3. Myers.
Lock in the corner on top to Overmeyer. He'll try a three to answer back. Can't drop it in, rattles out. Rebound there to Messer. Lang works it right. Messer now 36 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
Slow it up.
That's going to put on the brakes. Run a set.
Vaca really got to know who he's guarding. Watch him.
Can't give him too much cushion. You
Nope.
got to pay attention.
Shooters will shoot.
Vaca's got a high basketball IQ. Here we go. 10 seconds. Works away from the screen. Divine finds
Good
Messer.
play.
Good play. Banks open the assist to Divine. Now Vaca's got to push up the floor. 2 seconds on the clock. Vaca setting in. This one on the way. Not going to connect like it did at the end of the first quarter. And Triton will take a 45-22 lead into the fourth. We'll take a break. Be back here in just a bit. Right here on the Triton Trojan Sports Network.
Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
All right, fourth quarter about to get underway here. Triton leads after a big 18-5 outburst there in that third quarter. And Coach Groves, is he saying who wants to be in this game? They all just raised their hand. What was
I don't know. I don't know if it was that or if he's asking something.
Or do you
who
ask
was
a
going-
question, raise a hand?
Who was wanting the rebound? And it looks like they're all arguing with each other.
There's a serious debate going on down here amongst
There
the
is.
bench.
It's even with the coaches.
We'll see, the adults always win, so just you might as well. So Triton will have their starting five out there. Glenn going to bring back in Parrish, who's been out with those 3 fouls.
Faster you realize that as a kid, the better your life will be. Women are always right.
Parents are usually.
Parents are always right.
Even though
even if they're wrong, they're right.
Nix goes up off the mark. Tanner
good
Woodhoyo
rebound
collects
right
the rebound. He is so good at that. Call him the collector for a reason.
It's not just a catchy nickname.
Although it is very catchy.
It is very catchy.
Wood adjusting a foul in flight. He'll go to the line.
Is that an attempt?
No.
Fouls me on number 12.
Number 12.
Gavin Myers. So Wood to the line for 2.
Good coaching moment right there by Coach DuPont. Brady successful on his first shot.
So Wood now settles in. Second free throw, tickles the twine. Perfect trip for the freshman. Been there 4 of 6 on the night. Divine out the floor, puts on the brakes. Here comes the double team.
Good trap right there by the Trojan. Oh, just a fallen assignment, but
Parrish off the mark, no good. Riffle with the rebound. Down to Woodhoyo, up, banks open.
good patience right there by Tanner. Let the defender fly by, and then you got the easy layup.
Divine up the floor, tracking him is Swanson. Nix down the left side. On top to Lang. Lang goes outside to Myers. Good defense by Riffle to stick with him. Nix drives the lane. Tough through.
How to take that charge.
And that's exactly right. And a foul call on the Trojans here. Their first team foul here of the quarter. It's going to be on Brady Wood.
It's number 3 on him.
Foul on the Trojans.
So Messer and I believe DuPont going to check in next. Dead ball. This is a young Glenn team. Like I said, the athleticism, that length is there. Once they figure out how to get those shots to start dropping consistently, I'm telling you what, look out for this group.
Well, you only got 1 senior, and then the following year you only got 5 sophomores. Freshmen, juniors that will become seniors.
Just go through the whole class.
Yeah, you know what? Might as well. But the future of Glenn, it's going to look good because this is a team that came out here and they battled, and as long as they don't just fall asleep and just let Triton finish out this game strong, they'll be good.
Can't connect from 3. Woodhoyo gets the rebound. Putback's good.
Number 33, Tanner Woodhoyo.
So I had an early morning.
It's all right.
My son did not let me sleep.
Welcome to parenting. we may always be right, but boy, they don't let us sleep.
Nope.
Divine works it to Lang here on the near side. Goes to Nix on the left. In the corner. Goes to Lang.
Oh,
Leaning
spin
through.
move.
Good job. Gets
Good
that one to count.
patience.
Gets that one to connect. Out of Brady Wood. Ruffle now goes to Swanson. Feeds it down to Workman. Behind Woodhoyo. Spinning around. Somehow comes away with it. Lang, a smart play by there to go in for the, they're going to call a foul. I thought he had the jump ball. Lang going to get called for the foul.
Foul on the Falcons.
It's his first.
Number 10.
Oh, get his 3rd foul. Am I looking at the wrong thing?
Lang's 3rd foul. I only had 1 on him as well, so I don't know where I missed it.
Okay. It's okay, Caden. Don't, whatever you just, no, hit undo. Hit undo. Oh, good grief. That's why you can't drag.
Divine bringing up the ball past half court. Over to DuPont. Back to Divine at the top of the key.
In the corner, DuPont for 3. Can't connect. Brady Wood with the rebound.
Got Swanson.
He's
Oh,
on.
what a pass.
And it'll stay here. Try not just click. Don't drag.
Oh, there's the roll.
Oh, beautiful
Great
play.
job.
Woodhoyle gets Allen Swanson with the assist.
I believe Tanner
Off
is
the
leading
inbound.
all scorers now with 12.
Yep.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, Brady Wood is. Brady has 12.
No, Brady's got 11.
Oh, those are free throws, not three-pointers. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Timeout.
And the final timeout for the Falcons. They'll take it. It's a full. It's like we said, tomorrow night, I believe, is the junior high conference tournament. Is that what you're doing? Yeah. That's tomorrow night. So Ryan's going to work on that tomorrow night. So we will not be at the girls' game at Winnemac. Then on Friday night, we'll have the varsity doubleheader against Culver for both boys and girls. And then on Saturday will be the wrestling conference. No. Is it sectional or is it conference on? It might be conference. I don't know. He's on his phone.
Excuse me.
Of course, that's on Saturday. So a lot happening here before Bi-County.
Everyone be safe Saturday. I heard we're supposed to get some more snow.
Let's get some more snow.
It
It is that time of year. Then, of course, next week, boy,
I'm wondering what the weather's going to be like that.
Wear the long john. It's going to be cold.
I had to work
Oh.
outside and on the railroad today. And we got Carhartt bibs, and I haven't worn them. I've worn them one other time the entire time I've worked at my job.
You know.
And I had to bring them out today. It was so cold.
Oh, dude, you better.
It was 0 plus the wind chill. Oh,
Dude,
man.
it's going to get worse next week. I used to work outside, and it's like it never used to bother me. And now, not wearing as many layers.
So as you get a little older.
It's not, well, everything's hurt more when it's cold out, but still.
I creak a lot.
Nix goes up, and he gets fouled. Dante Workman, I believe, going to get called for the foul.
That'll be Dante's fourth.
And it is.
Foul on the Trojans, number 5.
Caden's done a nice job here. I struggled in that JV contest, but he found his way through. So proud of him tonight. That adjustment, of course, super proud of Orion and Silas. Those two have been a fantastic 1-2 punch here tonight. Nix high off the rim, no good.
Point, Nix.
Now goes to Swanson. John Harrell's prediction for tonight's game was 61-29, according to their website.
Holy cow.
You know, I would have bet you before that game that was not going to be close. I watched this group on film.
Oh, good back door right there by Large.
Oh, yeah, Swanson with the assist. But then the patience with the up fake.
Here comes a platoon swap for the Trojans.
Oh, Workman trying to get that steal. Nix to Lang, corner three. Can't drop it in. Dante Workman gets the defensive rebound. He's by himself. He's going to dial a three. Off the front iron, no good. Caden Large, rebound. Pull-up jumper up and in.
Caden Large having himself a good night tonight.
Is that for him, 7?
That is 7 for him.
Divine.
I don't know how many boards he has, but I know he's been all over the boards too.
Inside the halfway point here in the fourth quarter. Triton leads.
Oh, good back door right there by Nix.
Oh, just got to finish the rim. Use that. Don't be afraid to use that window, young man. Good look there. Outside to Large. Goes to Riffle, now to Workman. Swanson for three. Can't get down to drop in. Tipped around, and Whithoyo collects it and throws it to Caden Large. What a play by Tanner. Oh, came up hobbling. He said, I'm good. Tanner's tough, just came down awkwardly. Of course, then now the platoon swap. Reichert, McFarland, Quintana, Vaca, and Overmeyer all checking in. Tanner's all right.
All these boys need to get some pickle juice inside of them.
Telling you.
No cramping. If you don't like pickles, mustard does the exact same thing.
And that's this week's Doctor Moment brought to you by Q.
I got you. My dad would call it Quentin's knowledge.
Quentin's knowledge.
Yep.
Quentin's knowledge.
Quentin's knowledge.
Quentin's knowledge.
Oh, good pass
Reichert.
right there by Quintana.
Oh, the missile strikes on a good assist from Isaac Quintana. Devine on the outside, drives, kicks it outside to DuPont. With the up fake, finds Lang.
We need 3 Trojans to score, and then everyone will have had a bucket tonight. Oh, good battle right there.
Quintana going to get called for the foul. A good tight defense. Just
Trojans, number 32.
kind of a tough decision there. Do you
Yeah.
keep battling? Do you take the charge? Because, I mean, to give credit there, Kaminsky really wasn't dropping that shoulder.
No.
He held himself really well in that offensive set. Devine on the outside uses that screen by Kaminsky. Back to Devine. Thought about it. Junior sets the offense. Use it for Devine. Now he'll drive. Treats back. Side of the lane against McFarland. Can't get down to drop in. Put back by Nix is good. Rebound to the basket for Nix. McFarland up to Overmeyer. To Wayne Reichert.
Swing it.
And McFarland to Vaca. Vaca for 3. Can't drop it in. Overmeyer tracks down the long offensive rebound. Quickly to Reichert again. He has Vaca up top. Vaca, he'll try the drive. Goes to Overmeyer. Now outside. Back to Vaca. Another catch and shoot 3. Can't connect. Riker with the offensive rebound. Putback's good.
Number 22, Wayne Riker.
Devine up the floor. Trying to work with that screen. Finds Lang on the right side. Lost it. Kaminsky there to get the loose ball. Devine. Colton Large looks to check in. And a foul call on Quintana. The Trojans' 4th team foul. Colton Large going to check in. Had a big game in that JV contest.
Foul on the Trojans, number
We're going to get both of the large boys in at the same time.
You know, I don't think I've ever been able to say that my time at Triton. The larges are both on the floor at the same time. I'm pretty sure I haven't. I don't know. I don't know if Connor and Cade were on the floor at the same
I don't know
time.
if they played at the same time because Connor graduated, what, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
That means he would have been a sophomore. See, probably not.
No, I don't think so. I could ask Connor. Where's he at?
Connor is
I'm sure I saw him. I thought I saw him earlier.
He might be. No, his brother's up there. He might be back in college. They're done
Oh,
with
that's
their
right. He
winter
might be
break.
back in college.
Because Jared would have been here.
Fouls,
Shout out Jared Bulis, but
fouls on Wayne Reichert.
he had to go back to school.
Well, Lang off the mark there on the first. Like I said, you know, if you're this Glenn team right now, that John Harrell prediction's on the board.
If it finishes like that, that'd be
crazy.
that'd be very insane. I don't know how many of those have actually been spot right on.
He's had quite a few.
I know he had a few with us.
Gravel.
Man. Caden's just feeling himself. He just pulled that from the corner.
That was Caden. That was Caden.
He's feeling it.
Caden's feeling it. Riker going to get called for the foul.
Just a little bit aggressive. He's showing
bit
Coach
too much.
Groves, hey, I don't care what the score is. I'm not going to quit fighting.
I want to play hard, and that's Wayne, and that's Wayne's personality. You know, he kind of got put in a tough. Well, they did not. That's what I thought. So Jared chimed in.
Okay.
See, remote support.
Thank you, Jared.
So Lane connects. So the John Harrell prediction's not going to happen.
How's school going?
Not that I wanted it to happen, but I mean, it's,
Yeah, no, I understand.
I was just saying
It is.
that information is there.
It's so weird that he can be so spot on. It really is.
Algorithm. Caden Large drives.
Numbers are weird to me.
Out to McFarland. Goes to Riker, kicks it
Shoot
out.
it.
Colton Large, he hit one earlier. He hits one here. He hit one in the JV contest, and he hits one in the varsity contest.
We need 2 players to score. Ben McFarland and, Jaden Overmeyer did not score when he came in.
So hope Landon gets feeling better. Triton's going to pick up their 8th win. And the first time in this will be the 9th contest where they have defeated the John Glenn Falcons. It hasn't been since the 16-17 season. It was the last time the Trojans defeated the Falcons.
I was a freshman.
And Triton's going to do it here, 64-31. Go ahead and hit your update to send it over, and I'll let you read the stats, Caden. I'll send you. You want to go down and get, just tell Groves or send whoever up here down. We're going to do it up here. And then tell Chris, I'm sorry. You getting pushed over?
Should be.
Q's going to go get my interviewees. Oh, no, Chris, stop him. I ain't got his number.
Glenn, 10 for 15 for free throws, 6 for 16 2-point, 3 for 12 and 3-point, with 14 turnovers. Free throws, 5 for 9, 19 for 21 for 2-point, 3.7 for 19, and also 14 turnovers. Brady Wood with 7, Dante Workman with 5, Tanner Whithoyo with 4, Large with 3, Riffle with 3, Vaca with 3, Swanson with, that's not right, wait. No, these didn't.
There they go. There you go.
Oh. Okay. Lang with 12, Nix with 10, Myers with 3, Parrish with 3, and Messer with 2.
Okay, no.
Go back to Tritons.
Oh, nope. Go back to the Triton stats. There you go.
Okay. Tanner with 12, Brady with 11, Workman with 9, Riffle with 8, Large with 7, Swanson with 5, Reichert with 4, Vaca and Colton Large with 3, and Quintana with 2.
So we'll get an interview. We'll be back right here on the Triton Trojan Sports Network. All right, now we got Isaiah Vaca and Brady Wood. Of course, a great night for you guys here tonight. You know, Brady, coming out as a freshman in your first varsity start, I don't think I could have went any better.
Yeah, I mean, just confidence, and all you can do is play hard. So I'm not really nervous about it. I just came out and played.
And that showed out there for as a freshman to come in a big moment, stepped up. Of course, guys, being down a guy tonight, that was a big spot for you to step in. And let me tell you, it was a good one to watch. And speaking of good one to watch, big three there at the end of the first for this young man here to my right. What a night for you to get to come in. You filled the shoes of that lead point guard role. What was it like that Coach called on you and you came out and you ran the offense?
I mean, it felt good. I've been trying my hardest all practice, just trying to get more PT. And playing these guys really builds my confidence. You know, these guys have always told me to keep my head up. My time will come, and there it is.
And right there, that's exactly, if you're a Triton, one of these youngsters that were out here playing at halftime, getting to see a guy, yeah, you may not have all the minutes, but putting the work in, when your time comes, you were ready to answer the call.
Yes, sir.
And for you, getting that time out there, what is it like to, as a senior now that you were a vocal leader in a very key spot tonight?
I mean, it felt great. Again, yeah, these guys really helped me. I mean, I'm looking at like Dante, Tanner. Those are the leaders on our team, and I just see how they do it, and I try to play my part in that.
So for you guys, I'm going to ask the question. I've got a chance to really ask. But working against the JV guys, of course, you're kind of work that group, Brady. What are practices like? I mean, they got to be super competitive.
They are really competitive. You know, the JV, we all work hard. Everybody competes with each other, and everybody's just going head-to-head. So it really helps us improve.
And Isaiah, for you, for the group, of course, you know, you got a veteran group of guys who've seen a lot of minutes, who've seen a lot of basketball here these last few years. Down in that group, who's that one guy to kind of like when things are serious and you guys got to snap back into focus? That's not a coach. Get you guys to refocus in.
Probably Dante. I mean, he's the hardest on us. He just wants the best for us. He's always been that leader no matter what. 5th grade up, he's been that guy to really bring us up when things aren't going well.
So will that 3 there for at the end of the first can be up there on the Isaiah Vaca big 3-pointers going back these last few years?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
I said, was that the biggest 3 in your knowledge? That you want to put that up on the ranking and the best 3-pointers by Isaiah Vaca?
Probably, because I'm not really used to playing that early. So coming in and making a big shot, going up 3, it felt great. And
Brady, going in for as a freshman tonight, I mean, obviously earning those minutes and putting that work in. For you, what things are you going to tell these Triton youngsters as a freshman getting some real valuable minutes as a varsity player?
You know, the biggest key is just you got to work on your game on the off season. You can't sit around and expect to have progress. You know, you got to always be in the gym, and that brings confidence. And the guys around you are always pushing you, so it helps a lot. I
mean, that's a good thing coming from both of you guys. Obviously, with the off season work you put in, I don't think I've ever seen you not somewhere shooting a ball somewhere. So I mean, for 2 guys putting that time away from a game and practice time, that's huge for these kids to learn.
Yeah.
So to look up to these 2 guys, we'll take a break. I think we're gonna have Coach Groves here in just a minute. We'll be back around the Triton Trojan Sports Network. All right, Coach. So coming in and man down tonight with this group, but you went the entirety of your bench. You got to be real proud of how these role players really stepped up in some big moments tonight.
Yeah, definitely. That's kind of just what I said. You know, to the radio is we had a lot of guys come off the bench and do some nice things. They can play. They're physical. They can defend. And we trust them. They've been through it and they know what we want. They know what we expect. So it's nice to see different guys step up each night.
And Brady Wood is a freshman starting here tonight. For a freshman, for a start, you can't get much better than what he had here tonight.
Definitely. That's why he's in there. We trust him. He brings a little bit more offense. Without Landon, I was a little concerned, against their zone that, we need a little bit extra scoring. So Brady was kind of in there and did a great job with that in the first half. I think he had, maybe 6-8 points like that first half.
Yep, first half.
So, great start for him. And, he can defend. He can do everything we want him to do. And so, he's going to play. He's a good basketball player. And, the kids trust him. The kids get along with him. So, but yeah, and I thought it was total team effort though tonight. A lot of guys did a lot of good things, and it didn't show up just in the scoring. It was, rebounding. Tanner I think had 9 rebounds close to it. That's why I talked to her. You can impact the game in other ways than scoring. It could be defense, it could be creating for others, it could be screening. rebounding, whatever it is, and you just fulfill your role, do what you can do to help us win.
So what did you say to the guys coming out of they're going into halftime and to explode for 18 points out there in that quarter? I mean, that group came in, looked completely different than what they did in the first half.
Well, I wasn't too pleased, to be honest with you. I mean, we were just tight, and I don't know if that was the absence of Landon and just unsure of what we are, position we're in and who's doing what. I just felt like we felt robotic out there. We were not pass faking, we weren't attacking gaps. It was kind of just blah. And so, I just say, play with, attack gaps, play aggressively, just make good decisions out of it, better decisions. I didn't think our decision making was very good offensively the first half.
Yep.
And that's kind of what we've been struggling with all year, though. We go through that little lull where we redo those things, and then it's like, hey, snap out of it.
Yep,
and
yeah,
then
snap
they
out
wake
of it,
up
yeah.
and it's like, oh yeah, duh. And I remember how to play basketball.
Yeah.
So it's just with this group that's kind of how it is sometimes. And so I kind of snapped my fingers, I guess, at halftime, and I don't know about snapping my fingers.
Well, I don't know. Whatever it was.
I didn't get on him too hard. It was what are we doing? Like, come
Yeah.
on, we're better than this. We're experienced. Okay, go out there and play like it. And they accepted the challenge, and it's nice to see him respond to that.
Yeah.
It's nice to see him to come out and and do what we want done, and when they do that, we're really good.
Then you saw, like you said, that effort of those guys that maybe don't see a ton of varsity minutes just come out and then through the rest of the game played hard the rest of the way through. I mean, that effort was huge. I mean,
Definitely.
going through.
A guy like Isaiah Vaca. One reason he got in early, he's been busting his tail in practice every day, has a positive attitude, loves basketball, just comes in and works hard, and he's contributing to our basketball team. And so, I told our kids, I'm going to find a way, to get a kid like him, Ben McFarland, another example.
Yeah.
Those kids practice super hard in practice, challenge our starters. And so when we get an opportunity to get somebody like that in, in meaningful minutes, we're going to try to do that. And so, it was nice to see those guys come in and contribute and do it. Like you saw, I mean, they can do some things. They can defend. They play the way we want to play. And so, it's just we got a really deep team this year, and that's unfortunate. Things. Hard to get 12 guys in, but we have capable guys on a night like this where they can come in and help out.
And guys that can run the offense and do all those things well. Coach, with these two guys that came up, and the big thing with those two that I feel was really combined is that non-practice, non-game work that they put in when they in the off season and away from school, away from you guys. These Triton youngsters tonight, what message do you have for those guys that why that off-season work is so important?
That's the biggest thing. I mean, basketball is a skilled sport, and you got to work at it to be good. That's for sure. You can't
flip a switch.
Yeah, you can't just show up your freshman year. Hey, I'm going to decide to play basketball. It doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to have to put a lot of time in. And the two guys you talk to have done that.
I mean, if there was an hours list for time put in, those two guys would be up there.
Yes, those are our basketball junkies right there. So Brady and Isaiah, they put a lot of work into it. They love basketball, and it just shows the way they play, and it's a pleasure to coach them.
Well, Coach, get a one-night break, then you're back for a game against another conference matchup to end the week against Culver. So we got some work to do yet, but going to still like I said, going to be a tough night on Friday night.
Yeah,
they're going to defend well.
Yeah, we got a short rest, and we're going to kind of be light tomorrow. It's kind of a weird situation playing Wednesday, Friday, but watch some film and practice about an hour and get ready to go. Hopefully this will we need to play. I mean, that's what we need to get games and get back into the groove of things, and so.
Especially with Bi County next week.
Yeah, it's like, this week's like my alma maters.
Yeah.
I mean, I have Glenn and then, Mawson's, I guess.
Yeah.
So,
and Drew was one of your coaches.
Yeah,
he was on your coaching tree.
So, it's neat to be able to play, the high school you went to and guys that coached you or you coached them on Friday. And so, it's special. That's.
Well, and you got to win against your alma mater tonight. Yeah, it wasn't Travis Hand. I mean, the first time, 8 meetings you guys have got a chance to beat them.
Yeah, and that's what I told them before the game. Is like, we haven't beat these guys in a while. They've been really, really, really good for the last few years. But, it was nice to get that victory for sure.
Well, Coach, congrats with that win. We're going to hang it up here from the Trojan Trench. Until next time, remember the Trojan way.
Thanks.